Hi, I'm now going to cover a topic that's just arisen today, which is the 18th of October 2010, and it's in relation to a number of BBC channels going missing of free-to-air boxes. The channels affected here are 6 channels in total. There's BBC 1 and 2 Northern Ireland, BBC 1 and 2 Wales, and also CBeebies and BBC 4, which broadcast often on the same frequency, okay, or come up in the same channel. So what I'm quickly going to do is demonstrate the problem here and how to fix it, okay. So if we hit the OK button here, we'll see we come along, everything's fine. If we go to BBC 1, it's blank, okay? So I've scanned through the list here today to see what channels are affected. So basically it's the ones I say here, the BBCs, and then if I go to the top of the list here and I go to BBC Scotland, it's there. But if I go to BBC Wales, it's missing, okay? So basically what the first thing I'll do is I simply come in here and I delete the channels that I know have gone missing. So I just go into the TV list here, come along, and I simply click 5, which is edit. So it's 0000 to get it to pass the password. So I simply go, just flip. It's actually, I come in here and I go TV list, come in and I choose the edit button, which is number 5. I type in 4 zeros, which is the password on the triax and most other boxes. And now to delete, I simply type 1 again. I scroll further down the list here and I go to the other ones we've identified, which is BBC 1 Northern Ireland, BBC 2 Northern Ireland, and CBeebies. These are all missing. And at that stage I simply hit the menu button. It asks, am I sure, would you like to leave it? And I'll say yes. So now we have all the defunct channels deleted off the list. Now I do that at that point because I don't want to add on new channels and be confused which is the new ones and which are the old ones, okay? So at this stage anyway, and this is all on our tvtrade.ie website and our blog as well, how to tune these back in. What we do is we come along, we hit the menu button and we go along to the option of the installation menu, hit 4 zeros again to get access in here, and on the TP scan I simply come along and we need to check out the frequencies corresponding to what has gone missing, okay? So in this particular case it's for the first one here it's 10817, okay? Or actually I'll just come along here, I see one at the very start here which is 10803. So if you actually look at the screen here, I'm just going to make that selection from the TP list here. Come along. Now at this point, you can actually add in transponders at this point if the channels you want to add in aren't there, and you just add it into the TP index here. So we come down here to the scan mode, which is free, and what we want to do is we just want to scan this particular one. So we do a quick scan here, and we'll see here it's added on the CBeebies and the Children's BBC. Next I'll come up to the next transponder of the 3 that I need to, so 3 transponders will cover all the channels that we need to tune back in. So the next one is 10788, and we'll simply just look on the list, see can we find that. There we have it. So we just simply come along here and we come down and do a search. And once again, all the free channels, and that's the BBC Wales. And the final one will be 10817. So we simply come along here and we see, can we see this here? Oh, actually the 817 is here. So I come along, I select this here, and I come along and I do a search mode here. So at this particular point, we'll have added on the BBC Northern Ireland. So I just do menu out here, and come back into the channel list. So at this point now, we've gone through 2 to 3 steps. The first step is we delete the channels that are gone blank. The second step is we look up the transponder list and tune in those channels. And the third step is we come along and we actually need to order those channels. So what we do here now is we simply press OK, TV channel list, and we can see anyway at the end of the channel list the channels we'd be interested in. So what we're going to do here is move. So we'll move BBC Northern Ireland to the top of the list. So we simply come along and hit 2. And we want to put it in here. Sorry, apologies. There. And now we'll go find BBC 2 Northern Ireland. We'll hit 2 again to select that for moving. And we put this to the top of the list here. Next to it, and CBeebies then on our channel list, the pre-programmed list we have on the tvtrade.ie website, it will be next. So this one here is 2. So we press it and we move it down. So we put it in here, And then finally, anyway, we'll go back to BBC Wales here. So we come along here and we press 2. And we simply put it in here, in between London and Scotland is where I had it previously. And we come back to the top of the list here. BBC Wales, so hit 2 again. Move to the top of the list, right next to BBC Wales 1. So now we just come OK, and you can see we have it there. And the final one is we'll have pulled in a pile of additional channels here we won't be interested in. So what we do here, we simply hit 5, we hit the password, 5 zeros, and then we select these channels for deletion. So press 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And now what we do is simply hit the menu button, ask would we really like to save this, we say yes. And now we can see we have the full list back to the 76 channels we normally put on our boxes. Now if you have a box that has a USB key, such as the Piccolo or the This-In Argos, what we're actually doing is we're reprogramming the boxes here and we're putting up software fixes directly onto the tvtrade.ie website, so you can simply download the new channel lists on it. So it's quite unusual the BBCs to be affected like this. Hasn't happened in about 6 or 7 years now, so it probably caused a little bit of panic for people there, but anyway, we were able to just resolve it here. And full list is on the TV Trade website on our blog of the channel frequencies and things like that. So hopefully that'll be useful to people. So beginning to end, how to tune back in the missing BBC channels onto your free-to-air satellite receiver.